I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay.
KT feels like she had one of her better kind of two-way performances, shot the ball well, and was really good defensively. What did you just like from her performance tonight?
Yeah. Number one, KT just maintaining space. You know, it takes a lot of discipline to maintain space. But more importantly, her teammates finding her and trusting her in the right time. Because Sid, I think, did a great job drawing a couple of sets for her to get some shots. So just combination of her teammates, you know, trusting her, and then her just maintaining space and confidence.
Feels like LA, anytime she gets in the game, she gives you kind of those like 3-minute spurts of energy.
Yeah.
What does that do for you guys when you guys are down or even when you guys are up? Like, how does that help you guys in those moments?
It's huge. LA comes with like a different bounce too. I mean, that rim protection is pretty lethal. The way she kind of is like there, and then as soon as the shot goes up, her quick bounce, she just does an amazing job and does it with authority. So just, again, a level of like different rim protectors from Kiah to KT to LA. Even Ja gets in there and fight. So the fact that we can continue to rotate and cause havoc, but just in terms of the totality, though, we cannot give them, 42 paint points. So we do have to learn from that. But LA, she just, her energy, and now she's like, I want to play again. And I'm like, we need to recover. So now it's getting LA to kind of just take a breath and be disciplined in her recovery.
Y'all shot 15 of 32 from 3. I asked this of you in the loss. So I'll ask of you in the win. What'd you like about the shot quality?
Why are you asking me in a win?
There were some moments where, there was that 0 for 7 streak at the start of the fourth quarter. But
Yeah.
also shot really well for parts of the game. So
Right, and how did we do defensively?
really well.
That's what we have to rely on. It's control what we can control, and then that's our defensive effort. Like you said, LA came in, rim protected really well. I thought we did a better job in transition. I think we started off a little too slow, and you could just tell that they really wanted the paint. And so for us, it's just meeting them to the spot, being there early. But we, at the end of the day, we're going to rely on our defense. Yeah. Thanks, Kenzo, for asking that question. Yeah.
Just as far as LA goes, too, again, for these past couple of games, for her to come in and be as productive as she has been, is that something you can point to for everyone else and be like, okay, you mentioned on Sunday, the effort she was showing and kind of earning these minutes after the stretch of not playing. Mm-hmm. Is that just something you can point to overall as an example?
Yeah, and I think that goes back to us last year, right, when we went through Eurobasket and then we had some injuries. And so, like I said, our staff does an amazing job of constructing these steady-ready games, having that energy from a coach's perspective of players that they can lean on off days when, it's not sometimes the whole team. So it's a credit to the players being super disciplined. That was really a lot of, Kaitlyn last year, a lot of LA. So it's no surprise that LA wants to play again tomorrow, and we're like, LA, be ready. But, again, it comes from the fact that they take ownership of, this is my opportunity to get better in an off day. This is not a punishment, and they have a ton of fun doing it. And so I think just, again, understanding what their role right now is asking them is just a little bit more on off days. But, yeah, it's her energy was exactly what she poured out today. So just loved it, and I love the fact that she wants to play again right away.
Hey, Natalie. Janelle comes in the first quarter, hits 2 threes, especially that one, end of the shot clock. Just what kind of energy does she bring overall?
Yeah, I thought she did a great job, too, of, spacing, picking, and popping, just because it kind of surprised them, and then they kind of countered it by, not even allowing her to pop at all. So, again, just a lethal weapon of her being able to space, but at the same time, she does a really good job protecting the paint, communicating in that second line of defense. So it builds trust with the players that they can also pressure the ball, but just keep them in front. So Ja just doesn't come in offensively and just as a lethal scorer. She does a great job communicating, bringing that physicality, rebounding. And so, again, we have multiple bigs that are super versatile, and that's pretty key.
Hi, Natalie. I'm over here. I'm wondering, you talked in the pregame a little bit about learning from that Aces game and sort of generally learning throughout the season. And I'm wondering where that sort of instinct from you comes from. Is it something that you bring maybe, from growing up or from your dad or from your mentors or the coaching staff here? Where does that come from for you?
Yeah, a lot of mentors. Some of them here. A lot of mentors that are here. number one, it's important that I surround myself with people with a lot of experience, and that are masters at building things from scratch. Because, like I said, like I've never done this before, so definitely leaning on my mentors to start, and then understanding what I have compared to what I had in Vegas. So in Vegas, we had what we could now call, like, we had 4 Olympians. So that for me has not been the same case here at Golden State. And so I would say the biggest thing my mentors have advised me is the patience that you have to have with the growth. I'm an instant gratification type person. I'm obsessive. I'm an extremist. And so that is not really parallel to, I would say, this job. And so I'm really fighting my old habits of trying to be more patient and learn. So as I build this team, I'm learning a lot about myself, which is very, very hard because as you can see out there, I'm like screaming my head off on every possession because of the amount of fight that these teams are giving us. Like, you can't sleep on Atlanta. We did a great job, I think, punching them in the third, but they punched us right back in the fourth. So in order to be an elite team, I have to be able to build this team in year 2 to continue to fight all 4 quarters, which I would have to, I'm admitting, I haven't mastered yet. But it's also okay that I haven't mastered it. And so I'm really taking a lot of joy in not only learning the film and watching the film, which you guys know I love, but staying patient while I'm learning the film. Yep.
So you just touched on it, but you get a chance to prove Atlanta that you can be this top team, and they get a chance to combat the things you did well. How do you go and prep for that on Friday?
Well, now we're going to have a different team versus Atlanta. So after a loss, a lot of teams go back, right? And everything is highlighted from mistakes. And so you're not going to have that same type of temperament. You're going to have a very upset, angry, in a way, a different toughness from them. We know that they have it because that's who they are. So we have to maintain humility through this win. And like I said, we're really trying to fight for 4 quarters. And I have to be able to understand as a head coach, I have to teach them that without just wanting instant 4 quarters. So it takes a lot of, I think, teaching, but then I've learned too, off days, a lot of film. We did a lot of film watching these last couple of days from the Minnesota-Vegas loss. Yep.
Is Kaitlyn all right? She got popped in the mouth. And
See your lip?
Yeah, it was bleeding. It was nasty.
They said she threw her head in the elbow. I've never, that's new to me, her head and her elbow. But Kaitlyn, she acted like nothing hit her. And I was like, dude, your lip is like huge. But yeah, Kaitlyn's a fighter. Like, she didn't even, like, they didn't
ask, like, she came in pretty quickly after the bleeding lip. Like, what does it say about her toughness?
She's resilient. That, it didn't even affect her, other than I think she's probably pissed that she had to come out of the game for that. So just, again, her toughness, and then she's like, hey, what do you want? What play do you want? Like, right away. So, again, her toughness and, like, again, do whatever it takes mentality to win. And then, again, tomorrow she's like, hey, ready. I'm ready to go tomorrow. I'm ready. I'm like, jeez. So that's what I love about Kaitlyn.
Hey, Coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just one more, I think. I don't know. I know at practice you said it was an area of focus to limit Atlanta on the offensive glass.
Yeah.
They only got 18 3-point attempts up. Was that also a point of focus in terms of trying to run them off the 3-point line?
No, they got 12 offensive rebounds. That's too many. Yeah, it starts there. I'm pissed on that number. I am pissed. Angela got 7. Like, that's way too many. So we didn't execute the game plan. That's why going back through this film, like, we're going to watch it and learn, and get better. Because to me, having to finish with a 26-point quarter, that's not good enough. So for me, it starts with our offensive rebounding. Yeah.
Coach, in the fourth quarter, Madina Okot kind of caught fire for a while, and then it looked like you brought in Kiah Stokes and maybe made other adjustments. Can you talk about what Kiah gave you and what else you were thinking?
Yeah, that's what I told LA. I was like, I'm just, subbing in Kiah again. She's just going to be a bigger wall. And unfortunately, LA has that quick bounce for rim protection, but she's a little lighter too. So we brought in Kiah to rim protect. So again, they were just forcing it in there. But we were also thinking with the type of advantage that we had in terms of the points, twos were going to be better than threes and ones. So we were good with how we defended it at the end. It's just, for me, it's the foul, and then we just got to make sure we finish on the offensive end. Yep. Thank you. All right, you're welcome.